There's a difference between wanting to buy a business and being ready to buy a business. These 6 questions will show you exactly where you stand. Okay, look, I get it. You're scrolling through business for sale listings and you are navigating different websites. So maybe you even talk to a broker or two. But here's the thing. Most people jump into buying a business without doing the internal work first. That focus is important. The focus of finding the perfect deal before they know what they're looking for. I'm going to walk you through 6 questions you need to ask yourself before you start looking for a business, and especially before you sign the papers to buy one. These aren't just random questions. These are exact framework that separates people who buy successfully from those who waste months chasing the wrong deal. If you're serious about buying a business, I want to invite you to join my free school community at school.com. Inside there, we have tools to help you. We break down different real deals, share resources, and help each other navigate through the entire process. Plus, you get to talk to me, and it's free. School.com. It's called the Firewatch Business Lab. Link is in the description. Come join me in the lab. Question 1, what industry do I actually understand or want to learn fast? This is huge. You don't need to be an expert right now, but you need to at least understand the basics of how that industry works. And you need to be working to becoming an expert in that industry because you want to manage it like an expert. If you're buying a plumbing business, but you've never worked a day in the trades, you're going to have a steep learning curve. That doesn't mean don't do it. It just means you need to know what you're getting into. Ask yourself, can I learn this industry quickly? Do I have experience, connections that give me an edge? Or am I completely walking in blind? I do love this verse and it's so true. However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. Question number 2, how much money do I have to invest and how much can I get financed? This is the reality check, people. You might want to buy a multi-million-dollar business, but you only have $50,000. No financing lined up. That's probably not going to happen. Get your numbers clear, right? How much money, how much cash do you have? How much money are you willing to put down? How much can you finance? And is the financing available to you? Is it SBA loans? Is it seller financing, which is another video? Investors? The question determines what's even possible for you. This is the big warning, right? So here's the big warning. Your family must know what you're up to, not just for support, but I think you need their buy-in when you're risking real money. You must know not just your risk tolerance, but your families too. I can get into some experiences I've had with clients of mine that bought business or were trying to buy a business and did not have their family buy in. And it really was not good. If you want me to go into that video sometime, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. Question number 3 is, do I want a hands-on role or more of an owner setup, right? This is about lifestyle. Do you want to be there and in the business every day, running operations, managing employees, or do you want to be more passive where you oversee things, but someone else actually runs the day-to-day? There's no right answer here, but you need to know and be honest with yourself. If you want to be a hands-off owner, but you buy a business that requires you to be there 60 hours a week, boy, this is going to be rough and you're going to hate your life and it's going to lead to burnout because this is not what you wanted. As an additional thought though, does it fit your personality? Can you delegate to another person to run the business? This is real important. I've seen where a person bought a second business only to neglect one or the other. If you neglect one of them, this happens all the time. If you start focusing on one and not the other and don't have a manager to run it like you would run it, you can guaranteed to have a loss of revenue, loss of employees, and even maybe the loss of the business. I'm not trying to scare you out of not buying a business. I want you to buy the best business that fits you at the right price. Okay, question number 4, what size of business in revenue or cash flow makes the most sense for me? Bigger isn't always better. A business that is doing $3 million in revenue is very impressive, no doubt about it, but maybe it only nets you $50,000, $100,000 a year and requires a huge team and a lot of time. Is that really what you want? Is that really worth it? Think about the size of the business that matches your goals, your capital, your capacity, and how you manage it. Sometimes a simpler, smaller business is the smarter move. I'm gonna tell you, a couple of years ago, I was working with a lady who was going to purchase a retail location, right? She had her choice of one, a chain of 6 locations or just a single location. I was skeptical about either one of them because the margins were tight on either choice. But she had already decided that there was a line that she was gonna add that had a great margin, and she knew it was on the verge of hitting big in women's clothing. So she chose the single location because of the rent costs and also inventory management. She didn't want to have a warehouse and shipping out inventory to all 6 of these locations. She just had it all one. It, reduced the amount of money she had to have starting out. She had more cash so she could be a little bit more quick in her decisions. And man, did it pay off, right? And the margin was incredible. She's able to turn over the inventory quickly because it was just a matter of time before the big retailers got wind of this and saw how much money these smaller people were making, and we're going to take over. And that's exactly what happened. So instead of the money on the shelf and working to get the product to 6 locations, she had cash and she was able to move quicker. Now, she's off finding the next big thing, right? Because everyone knows once a line comes in, it dies out, you gotta have something to replace it. She is an amazing buyer for women's clothes. Question number 5, where do I want the business to be located? Or can I run it remotely? Location matters. Are you willing to relocate? Do you want to find something local? Can the business run remotely or does it have to have you on site? This affects everything from your lifestyle to your ability to scale, right? Be realistic about what you're willing to do. Question 6, do I want it to be turnkey business or do I want to fix her upper so I can grow it? This is about risk and reward, risk and opportunity. A turnkey business is ready to go, you buy it and you run it and it makes money. A fixer-upper might be cheaper, but it's going to take more time. It's going to take more energy. It's probably going to take more money to get it to where you want it to be. Neither answer is wrong, but you need to know which one fits your set of skills, your timeline, and your risk tolerance. So there you go, 6 questions. You need to answer these honestly and clearly, and you'll be ready to know if you're ready to buy a business or if you're just wasting your time. I want to invite you to my school community, Firewatch Business Lab on school.com. It's free, a lot of great information in there, and we're working together to help people find the right business and the best deal for them. Now, the biggest question most people have after this is, I know what I want, I'm ready to buy a business, but how do I know if it's actually profitable? Well, what we get into in this video right here is what is the real cash flow and how to calculate it. I'm going to teach you the SDE. That's exactly what's in this video. So click it next and watch it. Thank you so much for watching. We're here to help you buy a business, not a 24/7, 365 job. See you in the next one.